Hi, my dear friends. So, what are we going to look today? Is like we are going to know more about another chapter called physiology. So, what is the most fascinating in ancient branch of science? If you ask me, I will say it's a physiology because it is fascinating. It unfolds the mystery of the complicated functional aspect of individual organs in the body. It is the ancient because it exists ever since the origin of life. So, uh, even before knowing the language, culture, and the society, men know about the hunger, thirst, pain, and fear, which are the basics of physiology. So, this statement takes us to that time, like when we have Adam and Eve. So, it is clear that the physiology is of that time because it has a clear cut understanding of what is happening and what for. So, if you see the man about the hunger, thirst, pain, and fear is where we learn from that. So, it is that much old science. The background and the evidence which has the for physiology is really strong because it's built on certain very important principles and things like that. So let's see how the physiology is getting defined as the study of functions of various systems. So it is saying that how a system is functioning, okay, and the different organs of the body. What all the different organs we have? We have some internal organs and external organs. So we have to see what all the organs we have. And the physiology, it has many types, we can say, but most probably, as we know, we got only three types, that is, human, animal, and plant physiology. So, human and animal are very much interrelated. Knowledge of human physiology is essential to understand the other subjects also, like biomechanics, pharmacology, pathology, medicine, etc. However, worthwhile to have a brief knowledge of anatomy of different systems and various organs to understand the principle of human physiology. So yes, that's why we teach you anatomy along with the physiology to understand better, but you people nailed it. Yeah, that's all right. So this is how the physiology is, and the basic physiological functions we have to know what are in the body. So it's like provision of oxygen and nutrient, removal of metabolic and other waste product, and maintenance of the blood pressure and body temperature. Sometimes like hunger and thirst, local motor function and special sensory function, reproduction, and the higher intellectual function like learning and memory. So these are the basic physiological functions we got, and we gonna learn it deep in future. In the unicellular organism, there's a different variation between the multicellular and the unicellular. So in a unicellular organism, it means like it has only one cell. All the physiological functions are carried out by a simple diffusion to the cell membrane. So for a unicellular, something the cell membrane is very much important because with that only it connects with the uh, world or whatever it is. So but physiology happens in a unicellular just by touching the membrane. If you touch the membrane, the physiology is happening in the unicellular. That's the simple basic idea behind it. And so because of evolutionary and ecological changes over the year, individual system is developed for each function, you know. Yeah. What are the functions we get is like digestive system, cardiovascular, respiratory system, excretory system, and etc. Every system in the body is independent. Every system is independent. It is not dependent, but independent. And functionally, yet, all the systems are interdependent. See, if that is failed, this will also get failed. It's called interdependent. Okay? If that is failed is called independent. For example, see, heart itself is a system. Okay. So heart is a system and lungs is a system. Cardiopulmonary is another system. So heart system, if it's independent, it will die, but the lungs will work. Lungs is going to work. So heart is a system. If lung is failing, but the heart is going to work, that is another system. But when the interdependent things come, like heart and lungs both together work to carry the oxygen to our body, is a big process. That process is interdependent. So both has to work, only then that process can happen. If someone is not working, then the both combined process cannot be happen. So that is the clear idea of it. And the human physiology is usually studied under following subjects like general physiology, blood and fluids, muscle physiology, digestive system, renal physiology and skin, endocrinology, reproductive system, cardiovascular system, respiratory and environmental physiology, nervous system, and special senses. So these all will explain you detailed in next video, probably. Yeah.